Hi, I'm Dean Argent, a university qualified mechanical engineer. I'm a licensed motor dealer and the owner of usedvehiclesales.Nissan X-Trail for sale, really sexy one.com.au. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a walkthrough of this 2009 model 4x4 automatic Nissan X-Trail that I've got for sale right here on my yard. Now, I want to show you, see down the side here, looking at the reflection, I'm looking for dents. There's not a single dent on this bad boy. If you have a look across the front here, I'm looking for stone chips. Isn't one. So just kind of tells me that the owners have really taken good care of this car. You'll notice if we go around that you're going to see a few minor scratches like that. That's because it's a used car, but hey, it's in really good shape all the way around. Now have a look here. See how those tyres are wearing evenly across the surfaces? I get excited about that because it tells me all the suspension geometry and steering components that they're all doing exactly what they should. So if we look in here, you can see it's got window tinting, so one can video bomb one's self. And so let's have a look inside. You've got all your power window controls and stuff there. Look at the condition of those seats. As new. So let's go inside here and have a look. There was something on the floor there that come up, that plastic thing that glues on. And let me get the keys here. Problem being car owner, you got too many keys. Hang on. I had 15 sets of keys in my pocket. One of the problems of this trade. So as you got cruise control, you can see it on there. There's all the dash. It's all doing lights up like a Chrissy tree. Got the 178 Ks, which is pretty cool. Oh, I've got to pull that back out there. These are good for a lot more kilometres than that. So I suppose I can start it. There you go, it all starts and runs and does everything it's meant to, and we'll wait for those lights to go out. Oh, fuel light come on, that one went out, obviously it needs a bit of fuel. So got the radio there, works beautifully. You can boom it or not. It is automatic. It's got that annoying bing that these friggin' X-Trails do. Don't know who designed that, but anyway, he thought it was a good idea. Aircon's icy cold. You got the automatic, and here's your four-wheel drive selector switch, so you can just put it there to lock it in or leave it on auto. Downhill descent, handbrake, coffee holder, beer holder, whatever you want to call it. But there's extra ones here, so you can have your beer in there and your coffee in there, or 2 coffees, or 3 coffees, or 4 coffees. You probably wouldn't want to have Tally sitting there. You'd look like a drunk. You'd probably get pulled over. So have a look in there. You can see it's a box that's black because there's no light. But, oh yeah, a little thing in there for you to stash things. So there's that. So let's move, oh yeah, cruise control, you can turn it on and off there. Operates from there. So let's keep moving along. See you. There's Mr. Lee, our mechanic. He's knocking off for the day. So if you have a look in the back here, what I have done is I've laid the seats down to show you that you can really quickly and easily turn this into a shaggin' wagon if that's what you want. Now, I'm not saying you would or I'm not saying you wouldn't, I'm just saying the option's there. So have a look in along here. I'll show you, see there's another little scratch on there, but it's there. And it's an RSD, so this is only if you are a really sexy driver that you can own this one. If you got a head like a bucket full of smashed crabs, maybe this isn't the one for you. Or maybe it will just make you feel really sexy. Well, maybe it is the one for you. I don't know. It's got the tow bar on there if you like to bust your shins. If you get up close here, you can drive your shins into it. Or if you don't like to do that, you can just pull that pin out and then take this out and bludgeon someone to death with it. And once you've finished the bludgeoning process, you could dispose of the body parts in there. I suppose you could fit pretty easily 1 or 2 arms, like you can see that fit in there. I don't know if you fit a head in there, but they pull out anyway. There's got these trays for whatever. I don't know why they've only got one, but they've all only got one. But there's a tray in there for slidey outy stuff in the back of your shaggin' wagon. So got a like a socket there. So if your partner's not performing, you push his or her fingers in there, liven her up a bit. That could work. So let me get this back on track. This isn't about this, it's about showing you this X-Trail. So what they do with these, those seats lock back in there and the base folds up like this. And then you just push that back in there, pull the seat belts out. I'm just doing it one-handed. And then you just plug those back up in there. Oh, I suppose I can do that later, you get the idea. But there's the condition of those seats. They're all pretty neat and tidy as well. And let's move back around this side. So yeah, so we've got the tow bar on there. And if you want to come down here, we've got, again, I'll just pop this seat back up. Pull the seat belt out of the way. Drop those back down into there. In she goes, and there we go, all locked back in. So you can see everything's in good shape in there. Tinted windows all in good shape. Passenger seat all in good shape. Got the logbooks and all that stuff going on there. And just giving you a good look around this beautiful little Nissan X-Trail 4x4 automatic SUV that I have for sale right here for the really sexy drivers, not the bucket, not the head with like a bucket of smashed crabs. Don't know where that come from. I haven't used that one for a long time, but it's pretty cool. So when the cars come into the yard, we do 6 levels of inspection. The first one is we do a road test. We drive it around a very specific test track and we listen for all those noises and stuff that shouldn't be there. Then we do a yard test. And so in the yard test, what we're looking for is that everything works like it should, like the windows go up and down, the fan works, everything in the car is working like it should. And if it's not working, I will have mentioned it in the previous video. Then it goes into mechanical. The mechanic's got quite an extensive checklist of things that he inspects, things like is the spare tyre there and is it fully inflated and all those sorts of things. All that stuff's done and that's what's covered off in mechanical. So that's the 3rd level. On the 4th level we do a roadworthy inspection. We get an independent mechanic who does his roadworthy inspections on the vehicles. He's licensed by Queensland Transport to come out or do them at his facility. Either way, it doesn't matter. But he does the inspections on them. He gets underneath every single car and he checks all the suspension components and all the things that are required for the roadworthy. So we have a properly done roadworthy certificate by an independent person come out as well. And then on the 5th level of check, we do a quality assurance or a QA run. What happens there is someone who hasn't driven the car and hasn't worked on it, he then goes and drives the car after it's been through mechanical, and he's basically doing a double check like what a buyer would do. They'd get in it and if there's a noise, they're like, "Ooh, what's that noise?" or stuff like that. He comes back, if there's any of those things, then we've identified them through the QA run. And what that does for you is it allows, well from my point of view, it allows me to know and stand there quite confidently and know that the car is prepared properly. And then on the 6th level of check, what we do is before the car goes out, also after it's finished the QA, the cars then go out the front of the yard, and you would have seen them in the background of the previous part of this video, and they sit out there until they go out. Well, before they go out, we do another level, the 6th level of check, where we just check that the wipers are still working, that the little sprayers haven't blocked up, that none of the bulbs haven't stopped working or any of that sort of stuff. So there's the 6 levels of inspection that we do on each one of the cars. Now, I don't expect you to believe me when I tell you I prepare the cars like that, but as you could tell from the previous video, we are on dirt. I do not have concrete, I don't have flags, I don't have salesmen ready to pounce on you when you come down. In fact, this is me pouncing on you now. So if you're still, hello, you there? Hello, come back so I can pounce on you some more. So if you're still there, the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't have all that expensive shit. We don't have the overheads. And it allows me to put the money back into the cars. And that's why, but I don't expect you to believe that either. But what you should do is go and have a look at our Facebook reviews and you'll see the vast majority of our buyers are more than delighted with their car because of the work we put into preparing the cars. So with that, we have buyers, they come from way up north, like up Cairns, way out west. They catch the train down, or they catch the plane to Brisbane, they catch the train to our location here, and then they drive their car off. If we don't prepare the cars properly and they fall apart on their way home, they don't get on Facebook and write good reviews. So that's why I'm proud of the level of all of the cars that I prepare. Although I muck around in these videos, what I don't compromise on is the quality and the standard that the cars are prepared to before they leave the yard. And that's reflected in our Facebook reviews. The link is included on this page, so go and have a look and see what the crowd says about working with us. So because of the work we put into the cars, all the prices are fixed. If you turn around and go, "Hey Dean, are you negotiable?" I'd be like, "Yes, I'm negotiable, but why would you want to pay more?" So I do that because I can't take out what we put into those cars, and frankly I don't want to. If the cars don't meet the standard or they can't easily be brought up to that standard,
I launch them off through an auction. And that's why you shouldn't buy cars from auctions, because that's where blokes like me dump our garbage. Okay, so this car has been through all the inspection and is come up properly and is prepared properly. So therefore I have nowhere to move on the price. The prices are already good anyway, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on and got this video. So the prices are all fixed. And the last thing I want to tell you, before I tell you what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised, is that we need to make appointments to come out. Now, we are not your typical yard, like I said before. We're not equipped for people just to roll up and walk out. You're more than welcome to come and check the cars out and take them for a spin. I've got no trouble with that. But you just need to let us know when you're coming. We've got a couple of guard dogs that roam around here, and we put those away when people are coming, and that way no one gets bit. Everyone's happy. So if you let us know when you're coming, we'll put the dogs away, we'll open up the gates, and we can show you the car and you can have a look over that and any others that might work for you, whatever you want. So please make an appointment before you come out. So what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised for? Good question, and I'm glad that you asked. So firstly, it comes with either 6 months Queensland rego or the rego that you see, like the date. Have a look in the text above, it'll tell you the expiry date or 6 months, whichever one it is. If you're an interstate buyer, give us a call, we'll tell you how that works for you. We are a large dealer with Queensland Transport. What that means is we have the number plates on site, we have all the paperwork, all the forms, all that stuff, so you don't even need to go into the government department and get sneezed on by all the grubs. We do all that for you. Aren't we good? So all you got to do is fill out some forms, we stick the number plates on, we do all the paperwork for you, drive away, nothing else to do. All that's included in the price you see. The next thing is when the cars go through mechanical, one of the things we do is a fresh service. So your vehicle has been freshly serviced and you will not need to do any scheduled maintenance for the next 10,000 Ks or 6 months, whichever comes first. It's got guaranteed no money owing, guaranteed not stolen, guaranteed never written off. I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come on down. And it's also got a current roadworthy certificate. So we have the independent inspector, he's got a licence from the Queensland government and he's the one who says this car is in a roadworthy condition. So we've brought the car up to that standard as well, so it comes with the roadworthy. So yes, we do trade-ins, and if you need help with your finance, there is a link up the top of this page that says no deposit finance. You can put your details in there and our finance guy will come back and he'll give you a quote on exactly how much it will cost you per week to drive away in this fine automobile. Well, I'm Dean, thanks for watching this video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, or whatever you want to do. We can take payment by cash, by credit card, by internet transfer, bank check, however you want to do it. Best off if we do internet transfer, that one works best for us. But however you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. Well, I'm Dean, thanks for watching the video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, and I look forward to meeting you soon. See ya.